Well, hello. Let's check out the results of the marshmallows fed to my worm bin and see if they liked it. It's Red Wiggler Blue Worm Mixture bin. Marshmallows were fed over here. The worms did eat the marshmallows. So that's good to see that they were happy with the marshmallows. So as we can see so far, worms do eat marshmallows. So do not be scared. Feed them in moderation. And the best thing I would say to do is to make sure that they are damp. So that way the moisture will make them soft and the worms will consume the marshmallows. So once again, yes, worms do eat marshmallows. So now let's talk about some things that I noticed about worms. Is that we can't be scared to try things with worms. I know we got the gun shyness, but a lot of us have once again proven that worms will eat things that we do not think that they will eat. And that's what I like about having composting worms. I'm going to give them some more food, so I'm going to add some bedding over here. So I'm going to give them some lettuce and some peppers and things. But yeah, worms are awesome. Like I said, the best way to try things is just to try a little bit and see the results. Don't go crazy and add too much. If the worms do not like something, they would tell you. There we go. I'm going to add some lettuce there. A tangerine that I found in the back of my refrigerator. Give them the juice. I'm going to give them a couple of peppers. And there's some cucumbers in there too, cauliflower. But the rule of thumb is to always, I would say, freeze and thaw your food scraps out. Let me throw some on top, cover it up. And they'll be good to go. And this worm blanket is an extra food source that they can eat as well. So the worms have, sorry to disturb my worms like that, but worms have plenty of opportunities to eat other things. So I am not fearful of my worms starving because I always have something to provide for them to eat. So now it's time to look at my Euros. All right, this is my first batch of the Euros, the European night crawlers. Let me get my glove on. This one has plenty more worms that are on the side and the lid, but they're just going to get kicked to the curb. There's paper in here. Plenty of the worm blanket still doing well. Plenty of castings that the worms need to get harvested. So what I'm going to do is push this bedding over to the side, these whatever food scraps here. Correction, let me switch that up. I'm going to push my castings over there. Then I'm going to add some more bedding and just feed this side over here to allow the worms to migrate on this side, so it'll be easier for me to harvest my castings. The worm blanket's looking good in here. Better yet, I don't even have to add any paper because this blanket is an extra food source. So let me go ahead and add some food underneath here for them. cardboard here as an insulation buffer. Here they go. Some lettuce and some peppers and cauliflower and some celery. Cover it up, and the worms should start migrating underneath here and eat the food scraps. So let me see if there's any other worms that I need to put back in the worm bin. And then we'll look at my other worm bin with the Euros. Alright, here's the other batch of European night crawlers. There are a few on the side, but nothing major. Great castings. I will definitely harvest these castings within the next week, because these are going to be easy to sift. I'm going to get some more of these worms to migrate over. Now I got to tell you something, since you're still watching this video, what to expect on my channel. I'm going to keep everything real with you. I'm not going to be going AI. You know, people are using that AI voiceover stuff. But for me personally, I don't get into that, because I like to really interact with a real human being. And I'm going to keep my stuff old school and real. So that is my focus with this channel. So my promise to you is to not use AI voiceovers. And also, if you make a comment, I'm that person. I don't make fun of you in the comments or whatever, because I go to other Facebook groups or communities, and you know, with anything, someone always makes a smart remark, and I'm just not that guy, because if you don't know the answer to something, that's why you ask questions. But there's broccoli in here too, cauliflower, celery, and lettuce. And when it comes to your cauliflower, make sure that you always cover it up, because brackish plants give off a stinky odor. But I'm going to cover it up with my sheet, the bedding right here. I'm going to put this blanket on top. That's going to help with any odors from the cauliflower. So like I said, I'm going to keep it real, no AI, 100% AJ. You know, what you see is what you're going to get. If I make mistakes, I'll put those definitely on my memberships channel. So if you haven't already, check out my membership channel, you know, and see what I got to offer you. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here today making this video. So thank you for what you're doing and supporting my channel. Now let's look at the diversity and inclusion worm bin. The diversity worm bin has red wigglers, blue worms, and European night crawlers. And I like this worm bin, like I say in all of my videos, because there's a variety of different worms to do different things. And that's what makes the world go around. You need variety. With nice flaky castings. Like I said, the only worm bin that I'm noticing that I'm going to have problems sifting the most is my first European worm bin. And I don't know why that worm bin holds the most moisture. I don't know if it's the material, the location where it is, but it's just how that bin operates. And once again, yes, you can mix worms in the same bin, but if you have African night crawlers, I would not put African night crawlers in a bin with other worms, because they are more of a tropical worm, and you'll have might have a better problem or issues with those worms not making it. But let me hook them up with some food scraps. And as you can see, worms like cardboard. They like to hide and chill and do all that great things that worms do. I don't want to freeze them. I'm trying to not shock them with the cold lettuce I'm going to put in here. So let me add a little more bedding. And always check your fingers, because you do get stragglers that want to try to sneak out on your fingers. So let's give them some bedding. There they go. Lettuce. Peppers, celery, cauliflower, and that one looks good to go. And always make sure, like I say, make sure that you always cover your food scraps up, because that will help to control the fruit flies or other things that are trying to get into your worm bin. So once again, always cover up your food scraps. Now let's look at my last worm bin with the 100% pure red wiggler worms. Now, as a bonus, if you have worms in the same colored totes, make sure you always label your totes with what type of worms you have in them, because you could make a mistake and put the wrong worms in the wrong bin. This one here, it's got a lot of more insects in here that are trying to get in here. I don't know why, but I know, like I said in previous videos, this bin is a lot drier. I'm going to add a lot more moisture to this bin. I'm even going to put this blanket down and keep it warm, moist. So yeah, let me add a lot of water. But once again, thank you for taking time out to watch this. Here's another video. Always leave comments in the box below, because I'll get back and answer your questions. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.